Yes.
All right, thank you very much. And the first question I asked about the state of the procurement process for armored personnel carriers that the Gambia Armed Forces undertook some years ago. Yes, there is progress. When we entered into that contract with Katmasela came in with a proposal and said, let the total bill was about 11 point something million dollars, because military equipment is not very cheap. But they proposed that let us give them 10% upfront, and then they will produce these assets, which was a list, and there was a contract agreement. And once they produce them, they will supply them to the Gambia Armed Forces so that we will be able to use them to deploy in a peacekeeping mission. And then once we deploy, the reimbursements we get for the equipment will now be used to offset the balance of the loan. Unfortunately, shortly after that contract was this thing, there was Ebola and a lot of turbulence in the international environment. And then later on, they came and said, if this manufacture and supply us this equipment, how are you going to pay it? Then we said, well, your contracts are saying you will supply and you will manufacture and supply us, and then we'll pay you subsequently from our reimbursements. We cannot deploy if we don't have the equipment. And then if we don't deploy, we cannot have what we call reimbursement. So definitely it becomes a stalemate. But realizing that Turkey is a strategic partner, our options were either to go to court or international arbitration, which probably will not also be very good for our relations. So we said, let's talk to their parents, which was the Turkish Armed Forces. And then both the minister, my predecessor, and my humble self were able to engage them successfully. And as we speak, the ministry or the Turkish Armed Forces has undertaken to supply us with all the equipments in fulfillment of the contractual obligation of Katmasela. And hopefully, before November, those equipments will be here. Thank you. Thank you.